Go ahead and try to guess how many times I've tried to make this one freaking video and have been interrupted. Go ahead, I dare you. Try to guess. It seems like everybody wants to call me when I'm trying to record. It's very annoying. Anywho, what can be said about Uncharted 4 that hasn't been said about everybody else? It's a beautiful game. It has fantastic action set pieces, great puzzles, awesome character development. By far, this is one of the best and most fleshed out Uncharted games ever in terms of character. But what do I think about it? Before I gush on about it, I do have a few little nitpicks I want to go over. One thing that was actually disappointing was when I started Uncharted 4, I expected to hear the Uncharted theme. You know the Uncharted theme, right? Da-na-na, da-na, da-na-na. Yeah, that doesn't play at the beginning. In fact, you just get dead silence as you see a pirate sitting in a cage. It was a little disappointing and made me worried for the adventure I might be on. But it does play at the end of the game, so it's at least not a total bust. Another strange thing, of course, is the control scheme change. They have a new ability, the grappling hook, which takes place of what used to be the grenade button. So, of course, the grenade button has been moved over to what used to be the reload button. So now every single time I reload, I accidentally toss a grenade at my feet because I'm stupid. I have to reload with triangle now, which isn't completely weird, but it takes a little bit to get used to. It's just a little bit jarring. Not a negative, just a little bit jarring. After playing through the Nathan Drake collection, a lot of people are going to be doing what I do and throw grenades at their feet. The last and most disappointing thing, and I guess you could consider this a mild spoiler about Uncharted 4, is that it doesn't have any supernatural elements whatsoever. Uncharted 4 is about two brothers hunting down an ancient pirate treasure. That's it. There are no evil Spaniard monsters, there's no blue men, there's no, Arabian demons. There are no supernatural elements whatsoever. It disappointed me greatly because I've come to expect a twist in these games. So while I was playing this game, I kept going, where's the twist? When's the twist? Am I going to see a twist? There was no twist. And in fact, the game teases you with a comment from Elena going, pirate ghosts. There are no pirate ghosts. It made me quite sad. But let's go ahead and discuss Uncharted 4. First and foremost, the story and the world. The story in Uncharted 4 is probably the best story that I've seen in any Uncharted. It's very well fleshed out. The characters are very interesting. The emotions that you'll feel while interacting with some of these people that you've come to love is really strong, and it shows that Naughty Dog is very good at their craft. These characters are just so good and so interesting. I loved seeing the dynamic between Nathan and Elena now that they've actually, married one another. It was really good. The world itself is also very fleshed out. This time around, of course, people have complained, it's still just a linear shooter action adventure. Yeah, that's true, but the levels are a lot more open now, and you'll be doing a lot more within these levels. For instance, there's levels that are so big and open and expansive, like one area in I don't know the proper terminology, but it's a big open region with, plains and trees and stuff, and you drive a vehicle around in it. That area is so big and open, it's bigger than most entire chapters from other Uncharted games. Another level in which you will actually drive a boat around a collection of islands and solve puzzles and try to hunt down your next big clue. It was so freaking good, and I loved it. I loved how open the levels are. This right here, of course, this level is just linear shooting, and I figured I wanted to give you guys something entertaining to watch while I talk, but yeah, this level is just straight up shooting. And there are, of course, a lot of different things going on in this one in terms of pacing. One thing that I always had a problem with was some of the older Uncharteds kind of felt like their pacing was a little off. You'd see in some games there'd be way too much shooting, and other games there'd be way too many puzzles. It seems like the pacing in this one is just right. You have a lot of puzzles, you have a lot of shooting, and you have a lot of dynamic things that you'll be doing to continue the game. It was really good. It felt really good. Also, I'm playing on hard, so if I die, please forgive me. But, yeah, the levels, the story, everything is just very fleshed out this time around. Very intriguing. Controls great, looks great. And, it's a good old time. In terms of the combat and the gameplay, I think they've refined it very well. The climbing mechanics were a little bit wonky in the very first Uncharted, and they've been doing their best since then to make sure that the jumps are a little bit more realistic looking, the ledges are a little bit more reachable, and they've done all kinds of things to really tweak the game and make it so that you can really immerse yourself into the action that's happening around you. Now, of course, you're seeing right now the you know, the running and gunning, moving and shooting is what it has always been. I need ammo so bad. The running and gunning and moving and shooting is still just as good and just as responsive. I like the addition of course, hit markers. If you don't know what hit markers are, whenever I actually do hit an enemy, there'll be a little X that pops up saying, hey, you hit this guy. I like that. It lets me know that I'm actually, you know, hitting my mark, because there's nothing worse than wasting a bunch of bullets because you didn't have hit markers. But yeah, everything about this one is really well refined. The gunplay is good, the exploration is good, the puzzle solving is good, everything feels really nice. And of course, the game is just beautiful. I keep getting a little bit distracted by how impressive the graphics are. I'm sure PC guys are like, pfft. But yeah, it looks really good. It's probably one of the best looking games I've played on PS4 yet. It's just a beautiful, beautiful game. But Uncharted 4, you know, what do I think about it? You know, in all honesty, it's just... I need that gun. It's just a really good game. It's well crafted. Naughty Dog is just so good at what they do. They make some of the absolute best games that I've ever played. And it's a fun time. It was well worth the investment. Granted, again, there are some disappointments that I have, but those disappointments don't take away at all from the game. It's superb. Without a doubt, 110% superb. It's beautiful, it's fun to play, it's immersive, the story is the best ever, and I just enjoyed it thoroughly. I don't know if I've mentioned this yet, because of course I've had to try and record this several times, but I was worried at first about the title A Thief's End, because I thought, oh no, are they going to kill Drake? Well, they don't. You can rest assured that Drake does not die in this adventure. A Thief's End merely is alluding to the simple fact that this will be the last game where you play as Nathan Drake. And I have no problem with that. I think that a lot of times people in franchises really don't want their old heroes to either die or, you know, let live. And I like the fact that Naughty Dog very emphatically, near the end of this game, proved that this is the last time Drake is going to be doing anything, even though I'm playing as Sam right now, which I love Sam. He's a great character. I was worried about Sam, but he is a fantastic character, and he's got a lot of personality to him. Just really good dynamic between him and his brother. But, yeah, I don't want to spoil anything, I don't want to give too much of the story away, but this is the last time you'll be playing as Nathan Drake. And that's not a bad thing. I look forward to seeing what they can do with the future of this franchise. If they make another Uncharted game, I don't have any problem as playing as that other character that showed up. But yeah, Uncharted 4 is a masterpiece. It's beautiful, it's responsive, it plays really good, it looks really good, and I highly recommend that if you have yet to check it out, do check it out. Because it's worth your time, it's worth your money, and you'll enjoy it thoroughly. I want this gun. Thank you. But I don't have anything really much to say about it at this point. I hope that I have adequately explained it. I hope that maybe I've intrigued some of you that perhaps don't, you know, haven't played it yet, don't know a whole lot about Uncharted. Again, I'm playing on hard, so these guys hit really, really hard. I don't have any nades on me. But I hope that if you haven't checked Uncharted 4 out yet, you will. Because I can't really emphasize enough that this is a great game. And I'm happy I got it. I really am. That was pretty. If you haven't noticed yet, just look at, you know, this is interesting to me, how Sam himself has become covered in grit and grime. I mean, I don't see that a lot in other games. Hell, it irritates me sometimes when they get, you know, way too dry, way too fast, but you know, after going through water. But look at that. He's covered in grit and grime. This is fantastic. It's great attention to detail. And how the light cascades through the environment. Oh, God, this game is pretty. Anywho, I hope again that I've adequately explained, and I hope that you will check out Uncharted 4. Because, of course, it gets a great big thumbs up from me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. Do take care. And I'm happy that I finally got through this fucking video. Because I've tried to record this about 6 times now, and people would not stop fucking calling me. Take care, guys.